So, the Democrats exclusively ran every single black neighborhood into the ground for the last 50 years, turning them all into drug-infested, crime-ridden economic wastelands, where a black man had an easier time getting an illegal firearm than a job, and a century before that, that very same political party exclusively slapped chains upon the ancestors of their current constituents. But hey, they recently pandered to them with a new holiday, so I guess that makes up for it. Well, maybe not. I mean, all of their small black-owned businesses have been burned down in a year-long crusade to save them from white supremacy, lurking somewhere, I guess. And the body counts in their communities are reaching record numbers, surpassing even the 70s. I mean, these murders are committed mostly by other blacks, but in a lesser of two evils sort of measure, these Democrats are certainly better for blacks than some racist Nazi like myself. Though I never declared myself one. No, I was simply called a white supremacist by the Democrats, and apparently that was just good enough for their base to believe it. I mean, considering the Democratic Party's stellar reputation in their treatment of black people throughout history. I mean, I heard it does take one to know one. Just Google the 1924 Democrat Convention and ignore the cringy snowslings. Well, regardless, enjoy your holiday, even though it's pretty much meaningless at this point. I mean, the holiday doesn't serve any purpose other than to further divide our nation into racial schisms, thus weakening it. And I say this because the Democrats have weaponized every single one of our holidays in the last 2 years. Remember last year, when we were discouraged from gathering with loved ones during every major holiday? Because you don't want to kill grandma, do you? That's Andrew Cuomo's job, apparently. And all the while, our families were estranged from one another for these holidays, both religious and patriotic in nature. Our only granted option to ever see each other in person was to stroll down together to the local park and tear down statues of national heroes, of those who've accomplished more for the benefit of our country than any modern Democrat ever will. And the best example of Democrats politically compromising these special days reserved for commemoration and congregation is the latest one. Memorial Day. Political grifters tried distracting the public from celebrating a day that honors fallen patriots of every race and ethnicity by saturating the corporate media with revisionist tales of the tragic Tulsa race riot of 1921, which only served to demoralize us further into believing that we, as citizens, will never unite as a free and sovereign nation ever again. Just the way their Chinese business partners like it.